Tracy Makarenko, and I'm here to do a reading for March 2012. This month I am using Colette Baron-Reid's cards, the Enchanted Map. They are a new deck for me, so I'm really excited about using them today. There's the back side of them. It's quite pretty. It's like almost like a medicine wheel. So if you've been with me following along for your monthly readings, you know how this works. If you're just joining me, what I do is I pick 3 cards and I do a general reading for the month. You might get something out of it that I haven't really come across, seen something in the pictures that I haven't noticed. It's all good. This is all about using your intuition as much as it is using mine. So, you know, you go with what it is you feel your message is. So sometimes I pull a 4th card if I feel I haven't been given enough information. But typically I just pull the 3 cards. And the reading is under 15 minutes, usually around 13-14 minutes. Lots of shuffling. I forgot to state my question. How would you like? Okay, so for March, the reading is, it's funny how the cards do that to you when you're not paying attention. Lots of interesting colors in these cards, from very muted to very, very powerful colors. So the first card is Deep Freeze. There's a picture. So it's card number 26, if that's important for any of you out there. Definitely the thing I noticed the most is this lion sitting on this little piece of frozen land and just almost putting his paw in the water. And the water actually seems warm. There's a bit of steam coming off of it, so I guess the water is much warmer than the cold air around it. And he does seem to be in a little bit of pain to me. So when we come out of our deep freeze, or that place we've been for a long time and we haven't paid attention to our bodies or our emotions or our mental stability, it can be a little painful because there's stuff we have to look at that we have not looked at before. Some of it we might be aware of. For me recently, over the last few months, I've been kind of broadsided by a bunch of things that have happened in this life that are truths, but I hadn't seen them or even known about them. So some of you might be doing healing on past relationships, and that doesn't have to be physical relationships. It could be relationships with schoolmates, something that happened that you're needing to let go of. You know, there's always anger, resentment, frustration that we need to let go of at different levels of our life. It could have to do with family. Or it could be something you're kind of unaware of that you're working through right now. That's a little bit deeper and maybe a little surprising for you. So this lion is in his own body, but he is soothing himself. He's not taking all this pain and ignoring it. He's resting and he's allowing his body to heal. So that's the big part you need to remember, is when you go through this healing, it's not always pretty and it's not always easy. I personally think it's necessary for us to move forward in our lives. Some people say, oh, we all have that stuff, you know, just move forward and get on with it. But some of that stuff stops us from knowing what our real truth is, and we almost have to go there in order to find out who we really are and what our makeup is. But just make sure you come back into yourself and you allow yourself the healing capacity to move through that stuff as you need to, not as somebody else suggests you need to. So the second card is 20, and it is flying, and lots of colors in this one. So, of course, the thing that I notice the most in this card is the flying horse, the horse with butterfly wings. So this is definitely a period of transformation. So if you do move through your physical, your emotional, your mental stuff, you stick with it, you are going to be transformed into something different than what you are now. It's a guarantee, and I can't tell you how many transformations I've had since I started this work. In 2000 is when I really seriously started healing my person. And every time I come out the other side, I'm always surprised and free. I am like free, like this horse. I am available to do so much more, and I have so much more energy, and I have so many more ideas, and it's just a really exciting feeling to be released from this little square box. And that's where I used to feel like I was, in this little tiny square box with absolutely no possibilities for anything, to where I am now, which, you know, I've created this huge business for myself, doing all sorts of stuff, and it keeps me busy like every day if I wanted to, because of course we all have to have boundaries as well. So allow yourself to be this flying horse with butterfly wings, and experience life outside of your box, if that's where you feel you are. Or even if you're still working and your box is expanding a little bit, but not enough yet, don't worry, it will get bigger till there's literally no more box left. Or if there is, you can't see the edges of it, so it's a good thing. So the third card is number 29. We seem to have a 20 series here, 26, 20, and 29. And this card says coming to life. So it really expands, the titles really work today. They expand on where we are at in this reading. So there's the third card. And it's a woman. It looks like she's being pushed up out of the ground. There's butterflies around her. She's holding this beautiful sphere that's glowing. And it's almost like she's dancing on top of this explosion underneath of her that's taking her somewhere else from where she's been. And we need to remember to continue having fun no matter what's going on. Even when you're working through your stuff and doing your healing, you need to remember to still stay grounded in this world. Because when we are healing ourselves, so much of us, our intuition opens up a lot, and we need to remember to stay grounded. So we don't take on information that isn't ours. We're only taking on the information that's meaningful to us, and we can get very confused and very overwhelmed if our crown chakra is too wide open and we are not grounded. So grounded is very important. So if you have Reiki, you can draw the chakra ray symbol into your feet to stay grounded. If you don't have that type of energy work, you can get a black stone, like a black hematite or a black tourmaline, and you can get 2 of them, put 1 in each pocket, to keep you grounded. You can also think about the roots coming from your feet and into the ground, keep you solid. I did a meditation exercise, I think it was October, November. You can go back back to those ones and review it if you need to. Ground yourself down with that solid pole from your middle of your back that goes right to the center of the earth, that red core in the center of the earth, and stay grounded that way. You can also stay grounded by staying within your community or your friends. So I find friends are very helpful to keep me grounded. I have lots of spiritual friends, but I have friends who are, I don't want to say they're not spiritual, they are, but they don't work in the industry. So they tend to keep me a bit more grounded in my life than sometimes my spiritually enlightened friends, because we get talking about stuff and I get all up here, but my other friends keep me down on the earth because I'm always up here. So depending on what you're working on, if you're already very grounded and you need to open up that upper part, then you need to be looking at carrying around the purple stone. I want to say aquamarine, but I know that's wrong. I'm sure you guys know what it is. You're looking at something like this. Okay. It'll come to me. Also, a quartz crystal is a good stone to be carrying around if you need to open up that intuitive side. You should carry it with a rose quartz, which is all about love, and it'll help balance everything, bringing that heart chakra and the energy from the heart chakra up and out. But don't think that your intuition perhaps is not working, and it might be, and don't get rid of everything that keeps you grounded. Make sure you are using both things to keep you well balanced. So when you're well balanced and you're grounded and your intuition and crown chakra are open, you can shift your focus to your heart. And when you shift your focus to your heart and you start talking from your heart, you are centered in your body because you have the 3 chakras on the lower half and the 3 chakras on the upper half. And when you come from here instead of from here, you're going to stay grounded, but you're also going to keep your intuitive abilities quite open. So if you just sit with your feet flat on the ground and you're buzzing around in your head, I want you to drop all that energy, and sometimes it's hard if your chakras are closed. Drop that energy down, 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 yeah, right there. Feel it? It's in your heart. And that's where you need to come from. You might find that it's difficult to breathe when you move your energy down there. But when you come from there, you tell your truth, not only to yourself, but to the people around you, which will help you move through this deep freeze a lot quicker. It'll allow you to get to this place where you feel the freedom you deserve, and you start really coming to life and living living on your path in your life. So practice that. Try to breathe while you're still in your heart chakra. I know sometimes it's difficult because you're not used to having moved that focus into your heart, but make sure you breathe. And when you breathe out, feel the energy coming out of the front and the back heart chakra. The front is about our emotions. The back is about our free will. So I'm coming very close on time, and so I wish you all the best this month. If you're in the area, I have a Reiki intensive that I am teaching. I believe it's the 11th of March. You can find it on my website though, www.healingpossibilities.com. It's 1 day, hands-on, lots of practice, lots of fun. And if you have any questions, send me an email.